Common Core State Standards and Standard-Based Education. Why standard-based education is important to me? The reason I chose to do this research paper on standard-based education is because my future depends on it. I'm currently in the process of getting my secondary education degree with an emphasis on mathematics. What standard-based education provides me is a list of information of what is expected of me and also what is expected of my students, because it does list out guidelines of what is planned for them. What standard-based education is standard-based education is not universal and is actually set up differently between different states with three key components. The first key component is they set up high standards so that all students will know how they should be doing and what they should be doing. Also, it sets up tests that align with the standards to gauge the student's progress. And the third thing is it gives the ability for the schools to be held accountable based on the results of the tests that the students take. Now, not all states are using a core common state standard. However, there are 45 states that have some sort of standard-based education. Now, in some of those states, an exit test is required in order for graduation. 26 of those states out of the 45 require the students to pass a standards test in order to graduate. Utah has two sets of Common Core state standards. They are English and Language Arts, as well as mathematics. For English and Language Arts standard, Utah has set up 4 separate categories, and by the time that the student graduates, here's what to be expected by them. In the first category, we have reading, both literature and informational texts. And what they should be able to do by the time of graduation is cite strong and through textual evidence to support analysis of what the text says explicitly, as well as inference drawn from the text, including the determining on where the text is. Analyze how the author's choices concerning how a structure's specific parts of the text contributes to its overall structure and meaning, as well as its aesthetic impact. Also, to evaluate the advantages and disadvantages of using different mediums to present a particular topic or idea. In writing, the student should be able to write arguments to support claims in an analysis of a substantive topic or text, using valid reasoning and relevant and sufficient evidence. Also, they should be able to write informative and explanatory text to examine and convey complex ideas, concepts, and information clearly and accurately through the effective selection, organized and analysis of content. Also, to be able to produce a clear and coherent writing in which the development, organization, and style are appropriate to the task, purpose, and the audience. In speaking, they should be able to conduct a short as well as sustained research project to answer a question, initiate and participate effectively in a range of collaborative discussions, evaluate a speaker's point of view, reasoning, and use of evidence, assessing the stance, premise, links among ideas, word choice, points of emphasis, and tone used. In language, they should be able to demonstrate the command of convention of the standard English grammar and usage when writing or speaking. Also, to demonstrate understanding of a figurative language, word relationship, and nuances in word meanings. For the Math Core standard, mathematics is separated into 3 sections. Mathematics 1, which the primary goal is to formalize and extend mathematics to the student learned in the middle grades. In Mathematics 2, the focus is on quadratic equations, and functions, comparing the characteristics and behavior of those linear and exponential relationships, and from Mathematics 1. Finally, with Mathematics 3, the student is pulled together and applied the accumulation of learning that they have from the previous two courses. Overall, my overall opinion of the standard state common core standard is, 1, it's always good to know where your standards are, where your students are, as well as where your teachers are performing. It also gives a measuring stick to know where you can improve and gives defined expectations on what the student needs. Thank you.